today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Take it at the 37. Danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside. which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them, because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point the question was whether or not they could actually hold them to negative yardage for the entire game. That's how well they played. I don't know if those numbers can carry over to this one, but I do expect to play at a high level.
You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone, and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a handoff running through the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And that flag accepted. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. First down now, but that clock rolling. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Freeman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bull his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Alvin Kamara accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass to his favorite target, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Carolina. 61 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Freeman looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Freeman. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree? Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. LA readies for its next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Shreds the tackle. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. And even 60 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Off the bootleg. Freeman to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Looking to throw.
Herbert, he gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. Operating from the gun. Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Herbert back to the air.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about. But as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st and 10, Freeman. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Freeman. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite.
And Freeman lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-1.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.